Since 1972, the United Church of Canada has been advocating for a guaranteed annual income that creates a more equitable system for all Canadians than the current mishmash of programs that are in place provincially. National and international studies and programs show that a guaranteed livable income is both affordable and has beneficial effects in the areas of health, justice, education, and social welfare. The Guaranteed Livable Income Network members in Atlantic Canada sponsored a book study on Hugh Siegel's book, Bootstraps Need Boots. Retired Senator Siegel shared some of his thoughts with us in person at our final session.
And she said, welfare now in Ontario is not working. It does not reduce the rate of poverty. In fact, the way welfare is structured, and this is true in most provinces, if somebody who's a welfare recipient tries to earn a few extra dollars to add on to their welfare payment, which is about $700 a month in Ontario, just so you have a sense of that, that will be clawed back by the Department of Community and Social Services dollar for dollar, which means in terms of the percentage of earned income, that's 100% taxation. That's a higher level of taxation than the wealthiest people in Canada pay on their income, which makes no sense at all. And of course, it's a disincentive for people to go out and become part of a part-time or other workplace circumstance, which is going to be helpful to them down the road. So the Premier then asked if I would help design what a pilot project might look like, which I did over the summer of 2016. And as we speak, there's a group of former federal politicians from all three parties, four parties actually, including the Conservatives, who are now retired. They're working with a group of economists and a group of senior civil servants on a plan for how one might implement the basic income in Prince Edward Island. So the plan would be there, and there would be no reason for government to say, oh, we can't do it, it's too complex. Well, they're working on it, and I think it's going to be part of the public debate. When you live in a province like Prince Edward Island, where there's a consensus across all parties in the legislature and leadership from the Premier, my view is that people in Prince Edward Island should be working on impacting the federal government and their federal members. But I know for a fact that the basic income people here in Ontario will be working very, very hard in the coming provincial election in our province, which I think is scheduled for June, to make sure that in those constituencies where there's a narrow margin, those candidates of any political party who are for basic income get a lot of volunteer and other kinds of support to help them win. So you'd have a plurality or a majority in the legislature on side for that change.
If you are interested in the GLI network and the work of the volunteers, you can get more information by accessing the United Church of Canada website and searching for GLI. Or you can contact your regional representatives, Marion Pardy, first on Eastern Edge, Karen and Hal Llewellyn, Region 15, or Rose Hannah Gaskin, Funday St. Lawrence, Dawning Waters. Thank you for listening and for thinking about the many benefits guaranteed livable income has for our country, our people.